Hello and welcome to my channel Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble and I'm going to, before I get into the readings, I just wanted to talk about what's going on planetarily in the next week or so. And of course we have this full moon lunar eclipse on the 7th, which is going to be quite, this whole month, what's going on planetarily is crazy. It's going to be quite intense and potentially volatile this month, and we are going to be directed to go inside. We're going to be encouraged to go inside and to meditate. That's always my answer. I always say you get peace inside, and we're going to need some peace this month. So the lunar eclipse is happening in Aquarius, and it's happening in the south node. Now what that means is that when the eclipse happens, it's closer to the south node, which represents our past. So we are going to be, this month is going to be about endings and new beginnings. And sometimes those endings might not be so welcome. You know, we don't like change, do we? Now we have so many planets retrograde this month. We have Saturn in Sagittarius, Pluto in Capricorn, Neptune and Chiron in Pisces, and then Mercury goes retrograde on the 12th. Now, not only that, Uranus has gone retrograde already by the time you see this on the 3rd. And when a planet goes retrograde, Uranus will actually kind of be still on the 3rd, right? It'll be kind of stationary before it goes retrograde. And when that happens, all the symbolism of that planet is intensified. So Uranus is it's about shocking things happening. It's about surprises. It's about opportunities. It's about things that happen out of the blue. So be prepared. Now, if you get an opportunity, you've got to act on it really fast. It's about really a fast pace. It's about, really reacting fastly and going, going for it. People might just pop up for you. And listen, this lunar eclipse is about, really, it's about letting go of the past. Now, because of Uranus, people might pop up from your past, and you're encouraged to, you might feel that you are no longer in sync with these people. And if you look at them, you may have outgrown these people. So this is a time to kind of let go of those people, let go of the past, if you've been hurt in the past. So it's really a good time. I always say this about full moon, and this eclipse is going to be really intense. We're going to feel very emotional around this time. It's going to be very turbulent. And listen, when things are turbulent, go inside, because that's where the peace is. That's where we're going to find peace. Listen, it's free to meditate. Take some deep breaths. Just go into your breath, connect with, spirit, source energy, and there you will find peace. So this is a time to reflect and look back at your past and really acknowledge how much you've grown, and pat yourself on the back and feel good about going forward. With renewed energy. Now there's a really interesting aspect happening throughout this month, and actually it's actually will be happening through to the spring of 2019. So it's really interesting. It's a semi-square between Uranus and Neptune. So now the last time this happened was in the 1960s, and think about what happened in the 60s. It's about innovation, that's Uranus. It's about music, which is Neptune. It's about spirituality, which is, you know, Uranus. It's about an awakening. It's about, Uranus is about finding your tribe and like-minding people, but you know, for the highest spiritual reason, which is Neptune. So Neptune is about healing and altered states, and you know, Uranus is about technological advances and innovations. And it's interesting because I think over the next few years, we've already seen some technological advances in the global warming, and I think we are really going to see some really incredible innovations in healing, you know, with nanotechnology and technological advances for the environment. I think we're going to see more and more of that over the next few years, and we're definitely seeing an awakening spiritually. You must have noticed that. I feel this energy that's all the way through the month, you know, with the eclipse and everything, we are going to feel, we're going to enhance our psychic abilities and intuition, and we're going to be more centered in that way. And going forth into the North Node, which is going to happen a bit later on in the month, you know, with the solar eclipse in Leo, we're going to be encouraged to be more heart-centered, where Aquarius is, you know, more intellect and more about detachment, but community also. So we are going to let go of that detachment, and we're going to be encouraged to be more heart-centered. And it's really important to be more altruistic and to help people. So whatever you're doing, you know, make it for the higher good of society, for everybody. And I believe that that's going to be really successful. So I really think that this month, all I can say is, with this energy, this intense, potentially volatile energy, really big changes are happening. A lot of planetary actions. It's like the pinnacle of the year, you know. I mean, there's so much going on. So what we're encouraged to go inside, and we're encouraged almost to see life like a river, right? And if you get knocked in the river, go with the flow. Keep your head above water and just allow the river to take you to maybe greener pastures on a bank, you know. And usually it's always for the best. These changes happen suddenly and are for the best. So just go with the flow. Don't try to hang on to the shoreline. Don't try to hang on to stuff. Don't, you know, embrace the change. This month is about embracing the change and just going with the flow. Don't go against the tide. Go inside. Ask for guidance from source, from your angelic energy. We are surrounded by source energy, and if we tap into that, we'll have inner peace, and we'll be able to see the blessings and ride the crest of the wave. And that's what we're going to be encouraged to do this month. So that's what I'm encouraging you to do. And so without further ado, I'm going to go into the reading for Leo. Hello, Leo, and welcome to your reading for August the 7th, the lunar eclipse. I've just talked about that, and through to the 13th. Some very interesting energies are happening. We're going to let go of things. Things are going to be surprising. And let's see what your reading, what's going on in your reading for this week, this coming week. What guidance and energy are we going to get this week? What guidance can we get? I've already meditated. I've asked for blessings and guidance for you. This is your birthday month. Happy birthday, Leo. And I will be pulling an extra card out for you, all while your birthday is lasting. All while. So let's go. I'm going to pull 7 cards, one for each day of the week. It might look as, oh, there you go, Monday. It might look as though I'm wearing sunglasses, but these are my new reading glasses. Oh my goodness, these cards have a lot to say. Yes, Thursday. These cards, oh, look at that. Friday for Leo. We need Saturday and Sunday for Leo, please. Wow. Yes, wonderful. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have an extra one too for Sunday. Wow, they are jumping like crazy. Oh, lovely. Okay. See, this is interesting because Monday is the Ten of Swords, which is quite appropriate for Monday, the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse in Aquarius. This is a full moon eclipse. What I suggest everyone do is really do some free writing and write down what you intend to let go of. This is the endings and new beginnings. This is what a perfect card to have on Monday. This is about, you are so over the past, you're so over either your behavior or somebody around you you're ready to let go. You're ready to let go of a situation, you're ready to let go of a person, you're ready to let go of your behaviors. This can be also letting go of addiction and getting just tired of. It was funny, as I was meditating, I was thinking about addictions. You know, I mean, it can be as, you know, it can be gambling and drugs, or it can be, you know, drinking, it can be chocolate cake, it can be overeating, it can be spending too much. Whatever you're doing too much of, this is saying let go. So this is the perfect day to let go of it, symbolically and really emotionally let go of that which no longer works for you, Leo. And a perfect day to do it on the lunar eclipse on Monday. So on Tuesday we have the Four of Pentacles. Now this card is holding on to something still. Now it's holding on to something that's not good for you. Put it down, Leo. Let it go. You know, you're ready to let it go. You are over it. You're aware of it. This is the new lunar eclipse. Now the lunar eclipse energy can be a few days before and a few days after. Actually, it can be up to months. It's actually going to be like 6 months until the next lunar eclipse. So it can last a long time. This is reminding you on Tuesday, don't hang on to what's not good to you. Maybe you're in a relationship that really is making you unhappy, and for some of you I am feeling that, or you're letting on, you're really holding on to some kind of resentment that the other person isn't even feeling. You know what they say about resentments? It's like taking poison and waiting for the other person to die. Let that go. Cleanse yourself. Let those resentments go with love. Forgive. Now, when I say forgive, a lot of people, I can't forgive. You know, they don't deserve forgiveness. It's not about them. It's about forgiving so you can move on. You can't move on unless you forgive the past and let it go. Look, anything that happened in your past that was really traumatic and turbulent and chaotic, you know, and felt where you felt violated even, put it down. Learn from it. Learn from that situation. Learn how you are now more intuitive, that usually those things won't happen to you again when they've happened to you in that way. So you're a little more intuitive. You learn every single, look, you know, I don't even want to go into my past, but I have been robbed, I've been raped, and I've learned from every situation. Those things wouldn't happen to me again. How they happened then, they might happen in a different way, who knows, and I'll learn from that. It's about learning from it and then letting it go, because hanging on to that stuff is only going to hurt you going forward. So if you don't trust anyone at all, then how are you going to live in a community? We're going into a new age, the new age of Aquarius, right? We're going into that golden age. We're going into community, into putting the group's best interest first. And this is where we should be going emotionally and mentally. And it's not to deprive yourself for the group, it's just for the higher good of everyone. It's about helping everyone up. It's like the hermit, right? You have the hermit, and the hermit's gone in and meditated, and he holds a light up to show everyone the way. It's like remaining teachable and being a teacher. So when you've learned a difficult lesson, you reach out and you help someone that's going through that and help them go through it with support and love, this. So let this go. This is for you to let go of, Leo. Let that go and move on. Until, you see, the thing is this, okay, so this month is about endings, right? And then new beginnings. We cannot have those new beginnings unless we have the endings. So it's so important to end it. Let go of those things that no longer work for us. Oh, look, yes. You see? Wednesday, the High Priest. Darling, it's about the spiritual connection. This is about getting with Source. This really is about connecting on a spiritual level. It's about, I'm telling you, this week, it's definitely an inside job, Leo. So really focus on what you can let go of. Really connect with Source energy. Go in, because inside's where the peace is. So the High Priest is this wise old man, but he's got all this knowledge and he's giving you the keys. Now, this normally I would say this could be legal matters. It could literally be that. But this, to me, because of the lunar eclipse and what's going on in the planets and astrologically, this, you've got the keys to go inside. Look, he doesn't tell you what you should know, but he gives you the keys, and he assumes that you will unlock the door and find the answers within. This is searching for inner peace. This is looking at the past. This is what you're going to let go of, right? You've got this Monday. You've got this wonderful energy. This is a wonderful time, Leo, for you to heal and for you to move on. And this is saying you have been given the keys to knowledge. Now, this can be, you know how I said that Uranus, when it goes retrograde on the 3rd, when it's kind of standing still and then goes into retrograde Uranus, it's about the past, bringing up the past, right? So this is saying, oh, and look, Thursday, oh my goodness. So you've got the Hermit. It's your job you've got to be on a spiritual path this week, Leo. Really, really, this is about healing. This is about going forward. This is really for everyone. This could be for anyone. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a ritual on Monday. I always do a ritual on the full moon, and this is an eclipse. I'm going to do a major ritual on Monday. And I'm going to be writing, and I'm going to be looking at the past. I'm going to be letting things go. I'm going to do cleansing meditations, and I'm going to move forward. And that's what this is asking you. Look, the Hermit. I was just talking about the Hermit, and that's what you've got on Thursday. So you've got the High Priest, knowledge, seeking out knowledge. You could even be going back to school, but this is like seek out your tribe, go with like-minded people. This is going inside, right? This is going inside for the answers. This is inner peace. This is the Hermit. This is retreating from society, going inside. And when you come out, with this inner peace, you're going to hold up the light and you're going to show other people how to do this. This can also mean like seeking out a mentor. I always say going, this is remaining teachable and being a teacher. This to me is a whatever you learn, whatever wisdom you gain, pass it on to the next person freely with love, so that they too can get to where you're at. So that's on Thursday. And Friday, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is like conflict, right? It's conflict, and it's like, you're bickering with people, you're competing against people. I'm right. It's like the ego and the shadow side of Leo, right? The shadow, the arrogant shadow side. Stay out of that. When you go in on Thursday, you're going to be inner peace. So you'll be able to come out of this. You'll be Teflon. You'll come from a humble place. You don't have to always be right. You don't have to. So if somebody says something really off base, at work or something, or your boss calls you in and said you did it, don't be defensive. This is also being defensive or offensive. So it's like, okay, if somebody says something really off color and it's wrong, you just go, and remove yourself. Don't react. Don't engage when this energy is around. So when you're aware that there's this potential conflictual energy, you can withdraw and not engage and say, okay, that's the Five of Wands kind of day. Where everyone's kind of, arguing, and there's a potential to do that. So Leo, avoid that on Friday. And Saturday we have the Page of Swords. Now the Page of Swords is like the messenger, right? I always think of this, they're usually messengers. So this could be somebody that gives you a message that the way they deliver it, it really backs you up. It makes the hair stand up on the back of your neck, and you just want to lash out at them, and you don't want to hear the message. It's definitely not something you want to hear. But this message is something that you need to hear, Leo. So when this card comes up in a reading, it's saying, listen, you may get this message in an ugly package that does not feel good, and it feels like you've been stabbed in the heart sometimes, or the stomach. It's like, and it's kind of delivered in a very kind of callous and, detached way, right? This is like a detached way. This is very cerebral. It's like facts, but in a very sharp and blunt way that's not very easy to digest. So when this can be on Saturday. Now this timing's kind of fluid. So when this comes up, just remember that sometimes we need to hear these things, no matter how they're wrapped, no matter how they're delivered. So don't react when somebody says something. Withdraw and really think about it in a detached way yourself, in a cerebral way. Think about it without, the passion of being, like, what are they talking about? That might be your initial reaction to this news that you receive. Of course, this is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, you can email me, mary@liveinthesolution.com. That information will be in the description box below. And then we can really get to nitty-gritty with, really what's going on with you. But so when this card comes up, and this is on Saturday, it's saying, be open. Just be open. Don't react. Just, go, oh, really? Okay. And withdraw. And then you can mull it over. You can take it inside. And look at the truth in the situation. This is also looking for your truth on Wednesday with the high priest. This is saying, look at your truth. Look inside and look at the truth. Take the rose-colored glasses off and really look at the truth, because we lie to ourselves more than we lie to anyone else. And we really believe ourselves because it's in our voice. All of us are in some kind of denial, but when we get some awareness, some self-awareness, when our minds and our hearts are connected and we can have some self-awareness, from there we can grow, and we're coming from this love, this heart-centered love, which you're all about, Leo. You're all about this heart-centered love. Don't move into your shadow, you know, your shadow being, you know, the arrogance, and it's all about me, and, you know, come out of that and come into that heart-centered love, passionate Leo, and you can move forward. You know, sometimes, you know, that's what we're supposed to do. Now on Sunday, this is so fascinating to me. Okay, 2 cards came up at the same time, right? We have the green, what's known as the Green Knight, the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Strength card. Now this is really fascinating to me because the Green of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, Knights are usually about movement, moving, things are moving fast. But this knight is like standing there. He's like, you know, the earth realm, protecting the earth, the fairy realm, protecting the fairies. It's like being kind to Mother Nature and really ready for battle. Don't make no mistake. He's ready for battle. And usually when this card comes up, it's saying, get your ass in gear and get moving. Do what you're supposed to do. This is kind of saying that, you know, you're ready to move, get it done, take action. This is an action card. Now, it came up with the Strength card. Now, if you see the Strength, there's this wonderful lion next to this beautiful maiden, and she has flowers. Now, normally there's a lamb in this, but she's got the 8 on the side, the eternal symbol above her. This says that your strength, right, is in kindness and compassion. So when you're taking action, right, just remember that your strength, like a lot of people think you've got to fight, right? You know, this knight, he should have his sword out and he should be fighting and defending and going to battle. And no, sometimes it's better to stand there, be ready to defend and to jump into battle. But take a look around. Take a look around and look at the lay of the land, and, you know, contemplate your action briefly, but take action. And then when you do, remember to come out heart center, that beautiful Leo that you are, passionate and loving. Come out with this, you know, compassion and kindness, because that is your strength. And ready to go into the week of the 14th. So this is going to be a very interesting month. So for me, Leo, what I see here for you is really meditate as much as you can. Really, and really symbolically and emotionally let go of the past. Be done with it. Do some writing on Sunday. Hopefully this will go out on Sunday. I'll get these out on Sunday. I'll try to get them out even one at a time so that they can go out faster instead of just releasing them all together. Leo, you're the first one of the month because it's your birthday month. Oh, which makes me reminds me that we are going to do an extra card for you. What am I drawn to? I'm kind of drawn to yes, I'm drawn to Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine's Romance Angels. Now, the cards that I used this week is the Witch's Tarot. And they're beautiful, beautiful cards. I just love them. They jumped out. They had a lot of messages for you. So now let's go to the romance and see what this week has in store for you love-wise. Let's see, for Leo. Lovely Leo, gorgeous Leo. Let's see. let's see what we have for you in terms of love. What the love angels have to tell you for next week, for the 13th. Sorry, the 7th through the 13th. Oh, they are. Oh, there it is. Oh, look. You got the honeymoon card. Look at that. The honeymoon card. And it says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Now, honeymoon, if you're dating, this is like take time for your lover and just be in that bliss. Really be in the moment. If you're single, this is be in the moment. You don't have to look for someone. That person, when you are fully engaged in the moment, you're shining and you're in this high vibration and you're attracting that love, that honeymoon energy. Leo, what a lovely card for you to come up love-wise. This can also mean staying in the moment and loving yourself, and, see where that river takes you, Leo. It's all about being in the river of life and just floating on the river of life. Oh, how lovely. Listen, I really appreciate you all. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. I would really appreciate it if you like this video, and any kind of comments or feedback I'd really appreciate also. And sharing, please share these videos. They're for everyone. And subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.